She was blacklisted, silenced, and nearly erased from Hollywood, yet she came back stronger than ever. Actress, director, activist, and living legend Lee Grant has lived one of the most extraordinary lives in show business. And now, at 99 years old, her story is more inspiring and shocking than ever. What she's doing today will absolutely blow your mind. Few stars in Hollywood history have lived a life as dramatic, defiant, and triumphant as Lee Grant. Born Leova Haskell Rosenthal in 1925. She was a child prodigy who made her stage debut at just 4 years old. By her early 20s, Lee had become one of the most promising young actresses of her generation. Graceful, razor sharp, and utterly captivating. But just as her star began to rise, her life took a devastating turn that nearly destroyed her career forever. In 1952, after a brilliant film debut in Detective Story, which earned her an Academy Award nomination, Lee Grant spoke out against the House Un-American Activities Committee, the group responsible for blacklisting actors accused of communist ties. That single act of courage cost her everything. Overnight, she was blacklisted from Hollywood for the next 12 years. She couldn't work in film or television. Imagine that, one of the most gifted actresses of her time, silenced for over a decade, forced to scrape by while others moved on. Most would have given up. But not Lee. She used that time to sharpen her craft, performing in small theaters and teaching acting, all while raising her daughter, Dinah, when she finally returned to Hollywood in the 1960s. She didn't just come back, she came back swinging. Her comeback was nothing short of legendary. She landed unforgettable roles in the Heat of the Night, Shampoo, Valley of the Dolls, and Peyton Place. Her performances were fierce, emotional, and deeply human, the work of a woman who had seen both the best and worst of the world. In 1976, she finally won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Shampoo, a victory that symbolized not just success, but survival. But Lee Grant wasn't satisfied with being just a Hollywood actress. She wanted to tell the truth, her truth, and the truth of others. So she turned to directing, a field that was, at the time, almost entirely dominated by men. What followed was a groundbreaking second act that few could have predicted. Her documentaries, including Down and Out in America, which won an Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature, tackled issues like poverty, homelessness, and women's rights with unflinching honesty. She gave a voice to the voiceless, proving that her artistry went far beyond the screen. Even as the years went by, Lee Grant never slowed down. Her memoir, I Said Yes to Everything, became a bestseller filled with raw honesty and razor wit. And her interviews, still sharp as ever. She talks about age, art, and survival with a humor and fearlessness that put even younger stars to shame. Now, at 99 years old, Lee Grant is still defying expectations. She remains as vibrant, outspoken, and fiercely intelligent as ever. In recent years, she's attended film festivals, spoken at panels, and even directed small projects celebrating women in film. Her energy is nothing short of remarkable. Those who've met her say she walks into a room and instantly commands it, the same magnetic presence that defined her. On screen in the 1950s is still there, undiminished by time. Her eyes still sparkle with curiosity. Her laughter still fills the room. And her mind, razor sharp as ever, continues to challenge the world around her. When asked how she's lived such a long and fulfilling life, Lee Grant simply said, "I never stopped saying yes, even when they told me no." That's the spirit that has defined her: resilience, rebellion, and relentless creativity. From being silenced by the blacklist to becoming one of Hollywood's most decorated and respected women, Lee Grant's journey is nothing short of breathtaking. And today, at 99, she stands as living proof that true artistry and true courage never fade. Her story isn't just one of survival. It's one of reinvention, passion, and power. So if you think you know Lee Grant, think again. Because the woman who refused to be erased from Hollywood history has not only survived, she's thriving. At 99, Lee Grant isn't just a legend. She's a masterclass in how to live boldly, speak truthfully, and never ever give up.